Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Or good afternoon. It's not really even yet. It is 5 o'clock over there in Switzerland. Myself and Crafters over in the UK. It is 4 p.m. And well, for me, that means some time to spend gazing at the awesome Rocket League that is, of course, coming out of the Swiss region. Craftman, we have finished league play of season 1 of TCS. We finished that last Thursday. Now we have to start building up already to next season. We've got to find which teams are going to be in with the run-ins to join the top 4 that are going to be at LAN. That's Lausanne, Servette Geneva, Team Sir, and Arctic Gaming. They're going to be returning next season, as well as 2 weeks' time. They're going to be at LAN for the finals. However, Silent Gaming with Masters, Monk, and Elvets, they finished bottom 4, which for them means they have to go through an extra hurdle. They have to fight for their chance to come back next season, and we're currently looking for their opponents. We have got the 6 teams from the Challenger Cups to come up into a group stage tournament, into their own little mini league, which they have got going on today, and they've got basically come out top 4 of that to then go on a one-on-one situation against the teams that unfortunately fell from season 1. I just said it before. I'm Digital Bacon. Joining me in the casting booth is Craftman. And dude, today is going to be stressful for these teams, I think.
Yeah, no one likes playing a promotion relegation tournament. You see it all the time in RLCS when teams get in, they've lost in RLCS, and now they have to play this extra tournament to keep their places. I don't think we're going to see those teams today, but these teams coming up from those Challenger Cups, it's all to play for. Everyone wants their chance to get into Season 2 of the TCS eSports League. And these guys have made it through. They're top of the crop when it comes to the Challenger Cups. Can they make it into full league play? We're going to find out at least some of that today.
Yeah, definitely will. So let's quickly talk about the players we've got coming through. We've got bench players, Pinch Colada, different esports. We've got Lostic, and we've got the Swiss Monsters, and then I'm always getting this name wrong. Denied Piranha. Like it
Yeah.
Pinch Colada, Denied Piranha. Like that's not
That's
going to
brilliant.
cause us any problems. As well, remember, Denied Piranha qualified at Switzerland, one of the biggest lands in Switzerland, went and played live there. That is just like an extra level of awesome. I love what the TCS dudes like bring to the scene. They're really stepping it up for grassroots Rocket League.
Yeah, it's bringing these guys in, giving them those opportunities to perform on the biggest stage, and that is where these guys have come to now. It is pretty much do or die at this stage. Can they get past this team of? They're going to be playing different here. I'm not saying they're playing differently. They're playing a team called Different, which is going to be incredibly
Yep.
difficult for us to get past. But this Denied Piranha squad, it for both teams, it's a big opportunity to get to league play. And going into round number 1 now, what do you say, Bacon? You see Denied Piranha coming through that Swiss league. Now they have to play this different team. Can they get into TCS?
So it's going to be hard. I reckon Denied Piranha are going to be one of the teams we see make it through today. These cups were staged across all the way back to, I'm just quickly looking, the 9th of September, the first cup happened. Bench players got through on that all the way up to the SIP Cup, which was the 25th of November. So, just last weekend. So there's been a lot of gaps between these. And like we saw with the normal season, the teams that qualified first are generally the better teams, because the Swiss region don't do it like, from the experience, the Neon Dream that we just been working on, Craftman. They're not there like, oh, we fancied signing up on these days. No, they hammer out each and every qualifier. And if they don't lose, they know they've got to come back in a week, 2 weeks time and hammer out the next one. The Swiss region is all about that grind. So bench players, Pinch Colada, they're going to be your 2 main teams to look for. And they're going to be the ones that are going to put a serious fight. Like, I'm going to say it now, if the teams that are going to be dropping from season 1, so I'm looking at Silent Game and Monk with Masters and Elvets, if they're not careful, these 2 teams, bench players and Pinch Colada, could steal a spot away from them. The other 2 are a bit more like wild cards, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And I'm just taking my mind back to the qualifying stage earlier on this summer. Bench players in Pinch Colada, we thought those were 2 teams that were going to make it into league play anyway. and it just so happened there was only 8 spots up for grabs, and uh, it was just on the day they couldn't make it through that bracket, and they ended up dropping. So now is their chance for redemption. Can they get into league play this time? Like you said, they're going to have to go through these couple of relegation phases. One this week, one next week, and then the playoffs on the 16th of December, I
Yep.
believe,
Hmm.
which is 2 weeks today. And then obviously, when is the LAN? Is the LAN not that weekend as well?
No, the playoffs. So next week is where we see the top four from this group stage go up against the bottom four from season one,
Ah,
and then the 16th. That is when LAN is. So that is
there you go.
I'm hoping our little moderator broadcaster in our ear is going to be able to tell me the bar. I think it's called E Paradise in Zurich, which is going to be running like a viewer sort of like experience. So you guys can go along, of course, hang out and watch LAN because unfortunately we're not going to have a live audience in the studio and all of that. But I mean, me and Jay are going to be coming down. You know, the talk of like going out to a bar after a gig, we want to meet you guys as well. So we're happy bunnies to come join in all of that and just hang out with you lot. So make sure on the 16th you come down to Paradise, I think it is, and just chill out, join the rest of the community. We've heard some players and that like I do believe Syntax is going to be there. So of course, you've been
Oh,
watching
the
all
lad.
season long, like these lads being there. So let's just have one big sort of like community hug, I'm going to call it. But you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just get everyone together. It is a LAN event after all.
Yeah, I'm very jealous that you're going to get to meet Syntax. I love that guy. He's fantastic.
Mr. Meme Man himself. I'm just currently looking at the lobby. We do have I forgot. Deny Prana versus different esports is going to be first on stream, and I forgot that. I think it's Deny Prana has got confetti in it. Can you remember him from the qualifiers? Crafters.
I don't think I saw different esports through the qualifiers.
Did so? You're telling me you forgetty the confetti?
I
I am
forgot.
so.
I
I'm
forgot it.
so upset, man.
I forgot the confetti. Yes.
Forgotti the confetti. Ah, we're
I- I'll
still
I'll, not,
waiting on
I'll
different.
remember it now. I'll remember.
Just waiting on these guys, of course, to get in. So let's have a little look back over league play because I want to do like a little look to what these teams are playing towards. Because of course, not only getting into league play, like at this stage, these teams have earned a few hundred Swiss francs. So, that's always pretty sweet. But just getting into league play itself, you then earn an extra 300 Swiss francs, which is just a little bit of extra money, from just going into league play. And then, of course, at land. So I'm just going to bring up the prize money now for like what the lads are currently working towards at the LAN event. First place comes out with 1,200 francs. Second place 900. Third place 600, and then fourth place an extra 300 francs on top of the 300 they already earned from being in the league. So if you're coming out first place, you're getting 1,500 francs in total. That's a nice little bit of money for like you guys maybe across the world that don't know what on earth is a franc. It's the Swiss currency, of course, but that is roughly about just over $1,500. You'd be looking about 1,550, which is a bit of nice money, when you're just
That's
doing this every Thursday night.
Yeah, that's decent prize money just for
Mm,
playing Rocket League. And for those of you looking out there, maybe you're in Switzerland, you guys want to get involved for next season. There is always a chance you can play in those
mm.
Challenger Cups leading up to the third season, which will be happening sometime next year. Well, the second season will be happening sometime next year, and then third season shortly after that. So get involved in the Challenger Cups next season when you can. It's so much fun. Not just to play in, but for us to cast as well.
Yeah, definitely. I've already seen the schedule, so sometime late January, early February is when it's expected for the second season of TCS to start. So just looking at how things went with this current season, Challenger Cup should be starting then. So you got to be licking your lips because 2 months time you could be already qualified and in with a chance to make it into season 3, of course. So if
Yeah.
you haven't made it yet, don't worry, it's still all to come. Sorry, just currently reading my messages and that as well. It's like suddenly you get interrupted and you're just there like, dude, I'm casting here. Oh wait, it's actually about the information. Okay.
Yeah, all I do is if someone sends me a message in the middle of a cast, I just grab the stream link and send it to them.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
One thing I am actually pretty upset about here though. Craftman. Sorry, I was just looking at. I'm going.
You forgot my name.
No, I'm going.
You could have called me Jay.
No, well, yeah, I could have quite easily, but I mean, you're two different lads. I mean, Jay has rad curtains in the background, unlike you, and long flowing hair.
I've got this like beige.
I thought that was
blind.
wall.
No,
I
that's
thought that was the wall. I knew you had the wardrobe, but
that's the wrong way. That's a window. That is a very beige blind.
That is incredible. I've got like some checkered stuff going on, but as we waffle on, the teams are joining the lobby, so we don't have to just find space to fill. Essentially, we can get this game going because Denied Piranha up against different esports, and this is going to be an absolute barn burner, I reckon, as these teams are fighting for everything here on the pitch. It's DFH Stadium, one of my most liked pitches, of course, in Rocket League. And well, we're already seeing a spicy situation. Unfortunately, Confetti not going to be able to drop that one. Off to the side it goes from FBFM, and that is going to be kept away from Achaia. FBMFM doing really good in that midfield to hold the line. Unfortunately, couldn't read that from Siku. Revelia off to FBMFM, and it's in the center. It's in the net. Revelia with a great little 1-2 with FBFM.
And the first goal of the game goes the way of Denied Piranha. Great in passing plays, and the defense not able to read that with great effectiveness. 30 seconds in, Denied Piranha looked like they might have been on the back foot for a little while as Different took control early, but just one little slip up and a great passing play into the middle leaves Denied Piranha 1-0 up.
1-0 means nothing in Rocket League. You still have so much time to work with. 420, in fact, and these teams, they know it. They don't care for it. FBFM gets the second.
He's blazing up this pitch. For the moment, another great passing play in the middle. What is going on with this Different defense? They're not able to read anything that is getting thrown at them at the minute. It's just flopping around, and no one's able to make a touch in the middle. And now Riviela, I think that's how you say that name, goes off the kickoff, and FBFM able to follow up another quick goal.
Craftman. It seems the LAN team, that LAN experience has given them a little bit of extra oomph. They know how to win already, it feels.
Indeed, and that LAN experience, that LAN experience has got to be playing in their favor. Playing with each other in real life does make a big difference, but of course now you are online, back in this arena of just sitting in your bedroom. Can you make it happen now? You're going to have to defend really for the first time in this game, or Denied Piranha, but easily able to get that one away. And now Riviela will follow up his own shot. Here comes Confetti over the top, not able to get the double touch off the backboard. It'll leave it easily for Different to get on the counter-attacking play.
Oh, nice maneuver downfield as well, but that's picked up well by FB. Achaia getting on that. Good block from Siku. It was in the opposition. Up into the air from Dilimetio. He'll chase onto that, trying to get that into the curvature up the wall. Revelia not going to be able to get the touch, not going to be able to get the pinch. So many options set up, but the second man not there. The hit into the center, no one going to be able to receive it. Siku, he try and slow this ball down. That's good. Clever here to allow his teammates to come in, but they all clustered up in the corner. Revelia wanting to chase onto this. A good 1-2. Can he get up in the air? No, called off to it. Don't really know what's going here. Everything's just so clumsy and panicked. These lads need to get their heads cool because unfortunately, Piranha are going ahead even further.
Yeah, like I said earlier, when those first couple of goals went in, just floppy defense, and it happens again as Riviela taking advantage of Different, just not able to connect solidly on these touches in their own half. 4-0 will be the scoreline early on as Denied Piranha just piling this pressure on. I think they'll try to go for as many as they possibly can and send a statement to Different to say, yes, we've played at LAN before, we want to get into the league this time. You're going to have to go through us if you want any chance in this best-of-5 matchup.
I wonder if team name changes are allowed, Crafters, because if they make it into league play, they've got to be accepted Piranhas. You know, because so far they look carnivorous. They are just so aggressive. They are eating up the competition, but they might have clipped a fin here. This didn't go as planned, I think, for them.
Yeah, I mean, piranhas are still fish, and that is a slippery scale that they slide on to let that ball through. Just not able to get the touch. Or well, the ball does get touched, but not in time, and it squeezes through. And finally, Different have a goal on the board. Will this be the turning point for them? As they did fire from the midfield, so not great defense, but not great offense either, as they just try and fire as much as they can on net. Maybe that's the strategy against this Deny Piranha team, but a great passing play from FBFM into Confetti. You cannot stop the Confetti.
Yeah, you can't stop him at all. What an absolute belter of a hit. Straight and true towards the net. That's what you want. When your opponent looks to start getting a bit about them once again, like they're picking up that courage, and they're actually starting to play against you, getting a goal just instantly slaps them back down. Dominance reasserted from Denied Piranha here. Different esports need to find something different on this pitch. They've got to regain that sort of middle ground. They've got to regain the 50-50 chances. Because at the moment, unfortunately, it is a one-way traffic. A good interception from Akaya. Confetti on the ball with a pass out to center towards Revelia. Does connect, and of course that is up the wall. 64 boost. Can he make the dream come true? No. Dolometio does intercept. Can't get the second one. FBFM with the bounce of the hit towards center, trying to throw the defenders through loops, but no goal scored because of it.
Well, he did get one defender jumping early for that, but one was left back. Great defensive plays from Different, compensating for every possible opportunity there. It might be too little too late, as we have a 4-goal difference with less than a minute to go. And the Demo play will put it into the favour of Different just for the moment, but that one is wide open. Siku can't get back in time, and a great pass upfield from FBFM to Ira Viella. FBFM, 4 assists for these 6 goals. He has been a great second-man player for this Deny Piranha team. Just knowing where his teammates are, great awareness from him, and it leaves Deny Piranha up 6-1. Great statement here in Game 1.
You can definitely feel the team synergy between these three on Deny Piranha. They've been grinding away since that third qualifier. They've been, just working towards it. They've been watching what the teams are doing in league play, and they're fancying their chances, it seems. You can see the teamwork set in stone. The one interception, a great follow through from FB and Confetti to get that away. This is team synergy of the highest level. Dolometio trying to get it downfield. Unfortunately, just not going to be able to break the wall that the Piranhas have.
Yeah, the Piranhas, Deny Piranha, just seem like a more complete team than Different. They're working all phases of the game, offense and defense, and in the middle of the field as well. And Deny Piranha, a great start here of the series. Game 1 under their belts fairly easily. And I've got to say the star of the show there for me, despite Iravella getting the MVP, the star of the show there was definitely, for me, was FBFM. Knowing where his teammates are at any given situation, and he's able to work that ball around the defense and then leave it in the middle of the field for his teammates to get it.
Yeah, that was a really interesting one, because I don't know if you guys noticed it, but Confetti seemed to have some ping issues. So I imagine he's just stepping away. He's just left the lobby, in fact, to quickly go maybe restart the game, whatever. But they instantly saw the problem, and they were able to adjust. Ravella and FB working on that attack together, near enough being all the aggressive attack, and Confetti then falls back into the defense. Playing a 2-and-1 rotation was so clever to this side. And that's why you might look at Confetti and go, why is his points nowhere near his opponents? It's because, one, you get more points on attack, which his teammates were doing all of. And two, he just had to sit back in defense. You could see he was still playing a bit of an anchor role by getting that ball moving. He was still working good defense and getting the clears away. But as soon as it got past that midfield line, he was like, I'm going to stall off now. You two lads can go on to that. It was a very clever game from these guys. And like I said, I bet you not making it through with their previous teams, because this is a new team formed after the original qualifiers, the original 8, that these lads in there going, we need to grind and we want to be in TCS. So after that last qualifier, they got together and have been really hacking away at it. And you can see this is a team that looks like it could be in this, in season 2, which It's a bit exciting, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And these guys fighting tooth and nail for it. One thing I want to see do differently in game number 2.
That's always going to slip us up, ain't it?
It really is. They need a different team name. Uh, God, making jokes in my own head. But different. They didn't really show any signs of aggression too much. You just saw them really give the ball away at so many opportunities, and Deny Piranha just jumped on it whenever they could. I want to see different. Take a little bit more ball control. Maybe dribble it and then pass it in the midfield, and then you can get round and start shooting on net on Deny Piranha. Because I think if different just keep going for those long clears downfield, Denied Piranha are just going to pick it up every single time. And different don't really seem like the kind of team, to me at least, who would be too much up in the way of bang it downfield and all three go up like that. It just doesn't seem like the kind of players that they are.
Give me a second, I'm talking to players.
Just get that natural end. But these guys are going to get ready for game number 2, and off we go. Can different make a difference here and change up their style here for game number 2 and take on this Deny Piranha team who've been looking very much like a whole complete team compared to the different side who've just been lacking ever so slightly.
Oh, and already a goal. 17 seconds, and that just slapped a rocket on it, and there you have it. Revelia seeing the opening behind. He wants it so much, and he's going to get it.
He is, and different. I think they needed to take, like I said in the break, they needed to take control early. But giving up that 13-second goal, or whatever it was, it's just does not add to their confidence whatsoever. It just takes a big chip out of it, in fact. And now Denied Piranha will again take control. The great ball mechanics from FBFN are just undeniable, and different don't seem to really have an answer for it at this point.
Okay, yeah, struggling in the air, so Siku comes in, ball lingering above, but is able to get that away straight to FB, pops it in the air. Good movement across the pitch, though, with that pass, but Dilimitio can't get onto it. FB looking for the drop. He's going for the second touch now, and boy, howdy, does he get it.
Brilliant stuff. Again, great ball control from all three members, or at least two members this time, of the Deny Piranha squad, and especially FBFM following up his own backboard touch out there from Confetti. And the great hookup once again. You talked about Confetti sitting back a little bit in the last game. Now he's moving into a more offensive position, getting involved in those plays. And now Ira Viella. How do you say it? Is it Ira Viella? I think it's that.
Iravel, and then it's an A, so Iravel A.
Iravel.
Should we just go with Revel?
Revel. That guy over there on the blue team.
The blue boy.
The blue boy. That's how we'll refer to him if we can't say his name. A good opportunity there for different moving downfield, as it now puts the Deny Piranha boys back on their own goal line. It's Siku not able to make the play, and it's just going to give Deny Piranha a great chance to counter-attack. Ravella goes off the back wall, but Confetti not able to follow up, and the counter-attack goes back the way of different.
It is Ravella, like the drink, apparently, in chat from Timo, coming in to save the casters. Chat, you're so important, we love you.
Hashtag save the casters.
Save the casters. That'll be it, like the next game's done quick or something. Instead of save the frames, just save the casters.
For just 5 Swiss francs a month, you can help a caster.
You can give a caster a dictionary, access to Google to be able to translate names. But the game continues. Oh, what a hit! Nice little pass in play. Siku not granted that one, and well, defense just holding up Confetti. Not going to be able to get in that Ravella. Let's get off to the corner, but you can see they're starting to come into question now, this defense. Once you put a little bit of pressure onto them, they do show openings. Keep that in mind, different. Ball dropping on down, FB over to Ravella. The pop-up and Tia Confetti comes in, but unfortunately Ravella wanted to go for a cheeky little solo player. Kaya does get the clearance downfield, but that'll be met by FB one-on-one, but he won't be able to get it this time.
And you talk about the plays that Different are starting to make downfield, the passing plays infield, that they're really copying from Denied Piranhas. And they're starting to make it work in their favor. No goals to their name at this point, but it's only a matter of time, I'd say. As long as they can get more opportunities. They've only had a few shots to their name, but not able to make anything work here as FB takes control once again. And now every single time this ball is hit back to the blue side, there's always one of the Piranhas there waiting to scoop it up. You know, a little bit of a shark in their own half.
Or above. Unfortunately not reading the waterfall down, the curvature of the wall, just not being kind to the different side of Kaya. Does get called into question there, the block coming out from FB. And this is a bouncer not going too well for Different here, as that's the third from Irivella. And well, Craftman, this is getting a bit scary for Different eSports.
And you see there another 1-2 passing play, Rivella to FB, back to Rivella. And it's like, yeah, exactly, it's not going well for Different, and it's looking very likely that Deny Piranha will take this second game and push themselves on to match point. Potentially a 3-0 sweep incoming, unless Different can do something different and start controlling this game, because I think they had a little bit of control at the start, but nothing since then. And they need to start picking this ball up a little bit more as Siku goes off the left-hand wall, going off the ceiling, try and make something fancy happen, putting it into the middle, but no one able to follow that up. And that is the thing that's hurting me from Different, is they're going for these infield passing plays, but there's just no one there to pass to. Communicate, guys.
Yeah, it's definitely feeling like a chemistry problem. Like, normally the way to solve this is just not go for such complex passes and maybe go for something a little bit more general. But I feel like the Deny Piranha side would be able to read that. So it's a hard situation you're in now if you are Different eSports, where you've got a lot of options to take, but where you're pushed down to this one loss and you're out of this, well, you've lost your opponent. It's a group stage, little like mini 5-game league for each team. So you're not out of it yet because the top 4 go through. But Deny Piranha being one of the stronger teams, you're looking at this now and you're going, okay, we need to learn from this because this is right, and we have to grow from this now.
Indeed, but Deny Piranha, like you said, they're just so solid, and I think going up against those bigger teams like Pincha Colada and I forget the other name. Who's the other big team we mentioned?
Benched players.
Benched players, thank you. Going up against those teams a little bit later on the in today's round robin tournament, might see them hold up. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, but Different. What I want to see them do, like I said, just take control of the kickoff. That's what you need to do. Come on, bob along with me, Bacon.
Take control of the kickoff.
That's what you need to
Doesn't
do.
really, that the kickoff bit is like you got to do a half bob, like like you start headbanging. It's hard to do, dude.
Okay, got Michael McIntyre here going on just now, so I can kind of get that going. And you can do it more than I can.
A little bit. My hair's short.
Well, just a little bit.
Short for me.
Exactly, but Different. Controlling the ball, controlling the situation, controlling the pace. That's what they need to turn around from this Deny Piranha team, because they're just walking all over them right now. Let's see if they can change it up here in game 3.
Yep, and well, it's looking like Deny Piranha are going to be walking on through into a favorable situation. Different eSports got to stomp them out into the corner. The ball goes to Kaya. Looking to chase onto it. Solo play not so strong there, especially against FB, who's just fantastic at blocking them. Confetti with the drop down. You can see FB just being a nuisance, just getting in the heads of the opponents, and it worked. Jedi Mind Trick super strong here.
They are indeed, and it's just so unfortunate. You can see there, Akaya was coming across to clear it into the opposite corner, but just gets there late. And ends up, oh my goodness! Talking of getting there late, a double whiff off the kickoff from both teams. Oh my god, I don't know if that was intentional from both of them. They were both going for a fake kickoff, but it's interesting nonetheless. Big bump in net from FB, and it leaves it wide open for Ravella to come through. Just completely taken off. You see it was Dolomino taking out his own teammate Akaya and then just get both bashed by FB. If anything was going to change, it needs to change now. That 40 seconds into this game, different, looked pretty much the same.
I love chat. They're instantly picking on Dolomino. Dude, you're missing so much there.
I know.
It's the Italian Swiss names which really throw you off. For me, it's always the German-sided ones. I can handle French names. Between us, we're just whole heaps of problems, really.
Exactly.
But heaps of problems is what the different esports side are facing now. 2-0 down. Looking to get a goal here. Dolomitio isn't able to find it. Confetti does clear off to the side, and good connection with FB, who's looking to get the pop. Finds the pop, but will not find a second player. Good interception from Akaya. Can't follow up and get the dunk. Reno. Revelia able to get this down pitch and wants to chase onto it, but time bought with the clearance. FB slowing things down. It is all about pace, this one. Definitely the side of Deny Piranha are faster, but they know how to slow the game down and keep control of the ball, which is such an important skill to have.
Indeed, and their mechanics seem a little bit more strong than different as well. You saw there, I believe it was FB going for a dribble flick, and I got a flip reset off that as well. Actually, it was Ravella who managed that. Not able to get a goal off of it, but these guys are so mechanically solid, and they just use that to their advantage and keep the pressure on into the orange half. Great stuff from all three members of Deny Piranha, but different are starting to hold them in the midfield, and they're starting to create those chances. No goals at the moment, but I think if they get a little bit more creative downfield and get a little bit more accurate, you could potentially see a one-goal game at the very least.
Oh, nearly there with the finisher. FB with the cheeky little stop and pop, but Siku reads it so damn well. Definitely the difference here between these two sides, because they both have very, very nice mechanical skill, but different. Not as much a team. It does feel a little bit like they're playing a well-polished game of solo standard, but their opposition are just all about that standard teamwork. Ball up the wall. KO will be the first one into that. A nice little fake, pushing it against the wall there. Gets it past Revelia, but FB able to easily get that out, and it's once again that problem with the second man coming through, Craftman. They've got to be faster on that.
Quicker to the ball, and that is what different are starting to do a little bit more. They are starting to meet the ball in the middle of the field before Deny Piranha can get there, but their mechanics are just so much better. And FB, an air dribble from his own side of the field, doesn't need to get to the ball any quicker than that when you have air dribbling skills like this. Right over the heads of everyone, and no one expecting that ball to drop.
I just love how Confetti pops that up and then just like walks away. She's like, do your magic, and just lets him go. It's brilliant to see the trust that these guys have in each other. FB with the pass is going to be hit away. The back pass, actually. A demo's coming through. That's a new tactic we haven't really seen. It's one that's proven in the past to work. FB trying to linger with it. Revelia coming into play with the pop, and we'll have to chase that on. He's not being challenged just yet. Akaya, good read over the Siku, and it is fantastic. More of that, gentlemen.
That is what different have been missing. Just these intercepting plays. Seeing that Ravel is in a tight spot, I don't think he had much boost to work with either. He was just trying to bait everyone in and fake him out and get a flick in at some point. But easily sniffed out by Akaya and out to Siku. That's the passing plays we want to see. Can they do it? They've only got just over a minute, and they need 2 goals to stay alive here in the first round of this round robin tournament.
Texo buddy in chat. Hold on to your pepperoni. Something magical could happen here. Ball above net. A scramble defense to get that off to the corner. Siku on the ball, dropping it into Revelia's hands, but a good pop back, not read by teammates. Meteor does get onto it, wants to pass that out as well. It's going for the back pass. It's really deep. No one close enough Siku off to the backboard, will look for a dunk, is going to leave that, and Akeya goes wide, close to the net, but not close enough. Revelia taking it across, and Akeya wants to get the pass once again over the Siku. It is wide. Once again, shot accuracy not helping the different side, but pressure looking good. But is it too late here? Coming down to the last 10 seconds, Crafters, and I think we can call it.
Yeah, we can. It was a great comeback from different end towards the end, but it was just too much, too late. And the clock will hit 0-0s, and this ball will eventually fall. Maybe even getting a fourth goal in for Deny Piranha, or it will just be touched down. They do not. They are following Rule 1 to a T right now.
Good
And
lads.
Good on them. But Deny Piranha just too good at the end, and they will take the win going forward to round 2.
So that is going to be Deny Piranha with a win, and Different getting their first loss. It is unfortunate for Different, but Crafters, that's the way league play works. Someone has to come out a loser. You can't all win. It's the sad truth of life. So we will be stopping that there. Going to be throwing a quick little question to the man behind the camera. Do you know what game we've got coming up next, by any chance, for the lovely viewers at home?
I'm looking at the man behind the camera.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, that is going to be a good one. We know they can't hear you. Don't worry, dude. So that is going to be Lostic versus Bench Players coming up next. You could hear the gears grinding. Don't worry. Well, you guys can because Mike's not on. But we heard the gears grinding, the steam going. We put him really on the spot. So thank you so much, Sharper, for being on the ball and sticking with us and putting up with mine and Crafter's little shenanigans. But guys, we'll be having to head this on over the break to get that match set up. Don't go anywhere. This is the TCS eSports League. Make sure to hit that follow button and make sure that notifications are on, because over the next few weeks, things are going to get a bit hectic. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Hallo, hören Sie mich? Ich brauche dringend Hilfe. Wir haben einen Unfall gehabt. Er hat starke Schmerzen.
Keine Sorge, Sie sind in guten Händen.
Vielen Dank.
Egal wo, egal wann, echte Hilfe ist immer an Ihrer Seite. Werden Sie jetzt Mitglied mit 20% Einführungsrabatt.